I'm here interviewing Mr. Anthony Law. Anthony Law, can you tell me your experience that you made the trip with Majestic Millionaires? What was your experience?
The way I can describe the experience that I had was 10 nights, full pack, more than what I expected. But as a traveler, whenever I travel abroad, I always try to get service. Service is the most important thing to me when I travel. The service that I receive from the people that I go to visit, whether it's a hotel, I expect service. Traveling and the experience that I had with Majestic Millionaires over-exceeded the service, the level of service from the time we arrived at the airport, leaving the United States to coming back. That whole entire experience made me feel majestic, which is in their name. I felt majestic because we traveled first class, not so much in airplanes, but we traveled first class going to and from different countries. We traveled first class by way of sea, not first class in the seating, but we traveled by sea in Europe, Southern Europe experience in Greece, Mykonos, Santorini. I may be saying it wrong, but the service that they gave, Majestic, leaves me wanting to do this again.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. So let me ask you this. You said you were in Santorini, Athens, Mykonos, Egypt.
I went to Egypt. We went to Egypt on the last leg of our trip. But because our last leg of our trip, coming back home, put us for 7 hours in Eastern Europe, Paris, France. And so for 7 hours, while the service that we received to get in another first class vehicle to tour the Eiffel Towers, to see the Louvre, to see the Notre Dame, to experience the areas of shopping, to experience the daytime rush hour or daytime movement in life in a place that's second to none, because the buildings, I would say, the construction, not only the construction, but the art, the Louvre being the art capital of the world, we got a chance to experience that. So, but that was only because of the service that I put in to what I expect when I travel abroad.
All right. So now, if you could say anything that you could take away, like something that you remember years down the line to tell your great-grandchildren, what would be that one takeaway experience from this trip?
It's funny you say that, because wherever we went, when there was tours, the tour guide who's there to be before us, to interpret to us what we're seeing, where we're going, but also to be able to interpret to the people who are native tongues, especially in Egypt, or whether we were in Greece. We were able to have people with native tongues to translate for us. And in some of these places, the people spoke English. They were excited to see us. So the takeaway for the next generation, one of our tour guides said that he would name his next daughter Majestic. So my grandkids will remember Grandpa. And the takeaway that I get from this, your question you asked, is that being a world-renowned majestic traveler.
All right. Last question. Would you take a trip with Majestic Millionaires in the future?
Looking forward to it. That's a question that shouldn't be asked, because being a traveler, we've traveled by way of cruises. We've traveled, 30 years ago probably, to Hawaii. And we've traveled here in the United States. But again, when you find a way of travel that gives you service, whether it's on water, we do the royal thing. I'm not going to say the rest, but we travel royal. And so the Majestic is that group that I would definitely want to make sure if I'm traveling again, and I want to go someplace that's not where we're driving to, yes, I'm traveling with Majestic from here on out.
All right, thank you.
Majestic Millionaire Travel Agency. You don't have to be a millionaire. I'm far away from being a millionaire. I'm just an average guy, wear a vest, blue collar, a button-down shirt, and I felt like a millionaire when I traveled with Majestic.